Hey, what is going on, all my fellow geeks, geekettes, nerds, comic book readers, video game players, and action figure collectors all around the world? Happy Friday the 13th. Yes, as of me recording this video, it is officially Friday the 13th. And I thought to myself, what better way to celebrate this quote-unquote unlucky day than by showing you guys all the NECA Jason action figures I have so far. And I just want to talk about them because these figures are so phenomenal. I just love them. As you guys know, I have reviewed my Part 6 Jason. You guys all know what this guy is about. And yeah, out of the bunch, he's definitely my favorite. I just love how he looks. Such an awesome figure. And I already did an unboxing / review for Part 2 Jason here, which I really do love this figure quite a bit as well. In my opinion, this is one of the better made Jasons. I just love how the bag on his head looks. The detail on him is really good. Love that he has blood on his pickaxe and there's blood on his hand. Yeah, I've been posing this guy a lot, and he's just a very fun figure. So, with that being said, since you guys know what these two are already all about, let's talk about these guys right here. Freddy vs. Jason and the remake Jason. And we're going to start with the figure that I got first. The remake Jason. And can't talk about this figure without bringing up the Friday the 13th remake. And honestly, I really liked it. Yes, the characters were pretty weak. The only characters I liked in that movie was the one Jared Padalecki played. Clay, I think his name was. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen it. But he's the only character I liked. Him and his sister and Jen, I believe the girl's name was, the one that jerk Trey was with. Or was it Trent? I gotta watch the movie again. And she was helping Clay, I believe. Yeah, I think that's his name. Helping Clay find his sister. So, yeah. Didn't like the characters, but this guy right here, Jason, I loved him in the remake. This guy was so badass, and the actor that played him, Derek Mears, that was so good. He did such a good job. If they bring him back to play Jason again in future sequels or future movies, I would totally be up for that. So, let's go over the figure. I'm not going to be going over any of the boxes because I can't fit them all on here and the figures, so we're just going to skip the boxes. But this figure, I really love him. I know quite a few years back, even before the Ultimate line came out, NECA did release a very similar figure to this, but from the waist down, he was pretty much just a statue. And when he took his hockey mask off, the hair was stuck to the straps. What was NECA thinking with that? It looks so dumb. But with this, it looks much, much better. Yeah, when the hockey mask is off, this line can be a little distracting. But honestly, it's improved. It's improved over the earlier released figure. And this gruesome face, oh man. How can we not talk about how gruesome that face is? This truly is a face only his mother can love. Oh, you can see the gums, he's missing his upper lip, and he's got his dead eye right there. Looks like he got burned on the side of his head. I don't know. But from the side, that looks really freaky. He's got the scraggly hair. Honestly, when I saw promotional pictures for this figure, I thought the hair was gonna bother me. But honestly, it really doesn't. It doesn't bother me at all. Plus, with the hockey mask on, it just looks really good. Just with this design of Jason, just this design alone, the hair works. If they were to do that with Freddy vs. Jason right here, it wouldn't work. It would look very weird. And let's bring in part 2's head sculpt just to compare, because this was the only other time in the series when Jason had really long hair. Yeah, they're both pretty grotesque looking. I'm not sure if it's much of a contest. They both take the cake. But yeah, the remake Jason definitely has longer hair. They're both pretty ugly though, but NECA did such a great job with these. And as long as I have him unmasked, let's talk about the hockey mask itself. This thing looks really good. As far as I'm concerned, it looks just like how it did in the movie. I love how part of the red arrow above his eyes, right in the middle, it's kind of chipped away. It's got some nice weathering on it. Got a little bit of dirt. Man, this thing looks really good. I don't know what these lines are on the mask, though. This is not the only Jason mask that has those. If anybody out there knows what these lines on his mask might be, please feel free to let me know. And they did not punch out the hole right here, but honestly, I don't care. I really love how the hockey mask looks. And of course, he came with his alternate head. I'm going to show you guys how he looks with that. Even though it is pretty easy to pop his head off, you really don't have to struggle with it much. I just still recommend being careful. You don't want to put too much force into it and accidentally break him. And here he is with the sack on his head. Just like in part 2. And both of their left eyes are cut out because, as we all know, Jason only has one working eye. Man, they both look really good. Personally, I like this one better because this is truly classic, but I like this one too. They both look really good. Put part 2 Jason back there. Man, this figure just is so good. I just really love this guy a lot. And I love how the shadow, if the light catches it right, it'll cast a shadow right over the eye hole and just completely darken it, and you cannot see his eye. That looks so creepy. And he's got his trusty machete right there in its holster. Yeah, when I got this figure, I did watch the Friday the 13th remake movie again. And yeah, just like this was in the movie, Jason did have his machete holstered like this. So, good work, NECA. Good work. 100% accurate. And he comes with the axe that he threw in that dude's back. Yeah, let's get a much closer look at this guy. Look at that dirty, ripped up shirt. You think he'd put on a clean shirt, but Jason don't give a dang. Jason don't care about dirty clothes. Just love the way that shirt is sculpted. Got nice wrinkles right here, too. Going down to the pants, they have nice wrinkles sculpted in them. Got nice tears in the pants here. Got dried up blood down at the cuff of his ripped up pants. Back of the figure looks good. I love how this jacket looks. Looks really worn, torn up. Wonder if he took this jacket from one of his victims. I wouldn't put it past him. I love how the sleeves look really ripped up. There we go. I love how they look really ripped up and torn. And he's got grotesque looking hands. They're still human hands, but man, are they dirty. Got nice veins sculpted in there. See if the camera did focus good. Yeah, you got really nice veins sculpted in there. That looks really good. Can really tell how dirty his hands are. Well done, NECA. And this particular Jason came with a whole arsenal of weapons, which I personally really like. Let me just get them all here. He, of course, came with his trusty machete. Take a look at that. This machete is really long, too. Definitely the longest and most deadly machete he's used in the series. Is that? Yeah, that's supposed to be there. It looks like a little chunk of it's missing. Not sure if that's supposed to be there, but either way, it looks cool. Handle is nicely sculpted and detailed. Man, NECA, you guys are just killing it. No pun intended. And he came with the fire poker, which I personally really like. That kill in the movie was really awesome. When he jumped down from the roof like he was Batman, just jammed that fire poker right through that policeman's skull. Oh, that was brutal. And he comes with this... is it an ice picker? When did he use this in the movie, guys? Please remind me, when... Did he use this in the movie at all? Because I do not remember this. I don't. I remember most of the kills in that movie, and I don't remember Jason ever using this in the movie. Please let me know in the comments below if he used this or not. And he comes with the screwdriver. Also a very memorable kill. He just very slowly eases it into Chewie's neck. And just spurting blood. And the dude's spitting out blood and choking and gagging on his own blood. Oh, brutal kill, but so freaking awesome. And the screwdriver itself, it is just very well detailed. It actually looks like they took a real-life screwdriver and shrunk it down. Man, NECA, this is why I love you. Your pieces are so well detailed. And he comes with the axe that he threw into that dude's back. And I love how the wood looks on here. Looks like real wood. The top of the axe is painted very nicely. Got some nice silver going on in there. Really nice. And finally, he comes with an interchangeable hand, which I don't change his hand out too much, because with my 2018 Pennywise, I was changing out the hand and the wrist pick itself just snapped right off. I don't know if that was a bootleg figure or if all the figures are kind of fragile like that, but now I'm much more careful with how much I change the hands out. Plus, this one has the smaller grip for, like, this weapon that I don't remember him using, or even the fire poker, and the screwdriver. No, you can put the screwdriver in the hand with the bigger grip. But the hand itself is, again, very nicely detailed. I love it. Love how detailed that is. Nice work, NECA. And let's get his other head back on. Because as much as I do love this look here, I prefer the hockey mask. That is Jason right there. Cover that ugly face up. And let's go over articulation. His head is on a ball joint. As you guys saw, I can look up that far. Really great range of movement. Can look down. He can look side to side, like he's looking for his mommy, or better yet, his next victim. And he can do his head tilt. You gotta have a Jason Voorhees that can do the head tilt, man. Just like with Michael Myers, Jason is famous for his head tilt. His arms can go all the way out. Well, yeah, about that far. This jacket does hinder it a little bit. Can do a full spin. At least I think you can. Yep, you can do a full spin. He's got elbow swivel. Single bend in the elbow, but the bend is really, really good. That's a great range of movement right there. And he's got rolling of the dice hinge up in there and can go up and down. He's got waist swivel, can crunch only that far, crunch back that far. Cracked his back. He can do his Jason splits, because as we all know, as Mr. Evil Cheese says, Jason is famous for his splits. He can kick out that far, single bend in the knee, thigh rotation. And his boot can turn just a little bit. The cuff of the pants really hinder that. Can go down that far, up that much. And again, the ankle pivot, it's there. It really is there, but the cuff of the pants hinder it. So, all in all, not a bad articulated figure. In the remake, Jason, because he was alive again and no longer a zombie, he did move around a lot more in the remake. So, you can get this guy in a ton of awesome poses. And my personal favorite pose I love getting him in, when he was on the roof, before he jumped down and killed that cop, he was just standing up there with his machete at his side like this, looking down. Oh, that looks so cool. That just looks so cool in the movie, and I love that you can do that with the figure. Oh, and his sheath. His sheath is so beautifully detailed. I really love the sculpting there to make it look like it's made out of real leather. And it's attached to something in there, I don't know. And this is flexible, so it won't get in the way of articulation, but I would be careful with how much you turn it when you're doing the thigh swivel. You don't want to break this. I would be very careful with that. But, yeah, I love this figure. I love him. I give him a strong recommendation for any Jason fan. You know, I was able to get him, and I'm so happy I did. Because this figure, he's getting a 10 out of 10 from me. The remake Jason. Very, very amazing figure. Sorry if you guys hear that bell. That bell sound. One of Bella's toys is right down by my foot. I'm just trying to move it out of the way. But let's move on to the Freddy vs. Jason. Oh my gosh, it's so hard for me to find the words just how much I love this freaking thing. This figure is so just awesome. I love him. Just looking at him makes me happy. I used to have, well, as you guys know, I used to have the NECA Cult Classics Freddy vs. Jason. He barely had any articulation in him. But this one, it's been updated big time. Not just in articulation, but in detail. I noticed that this one does have a lot more detailing than the first one did. The machete is looking so much better than that older one. I love just how the light catches it and it makes it look shiny. Love that there's some black painted in there to really make the silver in it stand out. And as much as I do love that machete, I prefer this one. I prefer the bloodied one. As long as I have this, let's go over his accessories. So it comes with the regular machete and the bloody machete. And my personal favorite accessory, the flame effect. So you can recreate that scene in the movie when Jason's on fire and just tosses his machete through the cornfield and it goes right through that kid's torso. As the frickin' machete is still on fire. I don't care how illogical it is. That was frickin' awesome. So watching the kill count with James A. Janissa, when he reviewed Freddy vs. Jason, he said, metal doesn't work that way. I'm like, dude, who cares? It looks cool. Just accept it. Nah, I love you, James. I love your channel, man. Keep up the good work. Chances are he'll never see this video, but I love the guy. He does good work. But I don't care how illogical it is. That looked so cool, and I'm really happy that NECA was able to give us an accessory so we could recreate that. And he comes with 2 alternate hockey masks. The bloodied version, which I like a lot. And the scratched up one done by one Frederick Krueger. And let's really, really get in on this mask. Look how deep those gashes go. That looks so good. NECA did such a good job. Man, very well done, NECA. The straps look really good. Looks like they're made out of actual leather. Damn, I love you, NECA. And even though these 2 masks are really cool, I always have him displayed with the default mask, because this mask is personally my favorite. I just really love how it looks. And as long as we're focused on his face, let's unmask him. Oop. Look at that ugly face. That is a Jason that's been dead and buried for centuries, man. And just like in the original Tom Savini design, he's got his teeth, his bottom teeth coming up out the side of his mouth from his lower lip like that. So grotesque. And let's talk articulation. I'm just going to leave the hockey mask off for this. The head and neck are one piece, so it's not like the other Jasons where the head and neck are separate pieces. So he can't get his head up as far, but can still get it up there a decent amount. Can get it down, can look side to side. His arms go all the way out. Oh, there's one accessory I forgot about. Let me finish articulation first. And can swing up at the torso here, or upper arm. And you can do the same thing with Remake Jason, forgot that. He's got a single bend in the elbow. He's got elbow swivel. He can spin all the way around. Can turn his wrists, and they can kind of go up and down. But because of the gloves he's wearing, it kind of hinders it a bit, but it is there. He's got waist swivel. He's got better ab crunch than the last Jason. Can go back that far. He can do his famous Jean-Claude Van Damme splits, but I don't like to split them that much because I'm not going to go any further than that. He can go further than this, but I'm not going to. I don't want to risk breaking this guy. And he's got an upper thigh swivel, kind of. Single bend in the knee swivel. And ankle can go down that far, up that much. Can turn, and it's there, but it's hindered. He does have a little bit of ankle pivot. So, that is the new and improved Freddy vs. Jason with much better articulation. And I sold my old one off to buy this guy, and I'm so glad I did. So glad I did. I love this figure. And the final accessory he comes with is a teddy bear. And I did manage to find when Jason is actually holding this teddy bear from the deleted scene. A picture of it should pop up on the screen right about here. And it's so interesting that they included this, because the only other Freddy vs. Jason figure that I know of that came with a teddy bear was the old school Sideshow Collectibles version. I love the detailing on this thing. Got little bits of stuffing coming out. And he holds it really well, too. I prefer to have him always holding it like this, because it is tricky getting the teddy bear in his hand. Come on, Jason. There we go. There we go. And that looks really good. So, would I recommend this Jason? Yes! For any Friday the 13th fan, if you find him, please get him. Do yourself a favor. He is just that cool. We're not done yet, guys. Oh no. I got one final Friday the 13th related item from NECA. The Friday the 13th, the final chapter mask. And I bought this just for Halloween. And I'm so glad I did. This is my very first official Jason Voorhees mask. And I love it. I love all the detailing on this thing. It is so good. Love these little scratches you can see here. Weathering. We got blood trickling down from the wound into his eye. Got dirt right there. We got a whole bunch of scratches and dirt by his eye. And the blood on the wound itself looks so good. In fact, let's bring that bloodied mask back. Yeah, they both look cool. And that's another thing I forgot to say about this mask. I love that up here the blood really breaks up, so it actually looks like it's covered in blood. It doesn't just look like a red hockey mask. Again, very well done, NECA. And I love how right above the forehead the chevron is really chipping away. Really just worn out. You got more awesome detailing up here. Got more scratches that look really good. Oh man, I love this Jason figure. This Jason mask. I really love it. And the straps are adjustable, and I was able to wear this mask, and it's very comfortable to wear. There's the inside of the mask. I love this thing. Got it at GameStop for 42 bucks. And so glad I got it. I love this mask so much. I really love that blood trickling down. And I'm going to be putting up some pictures right up here of Jason from the final chapter, or just the mask, and of him wearing the mask. So you guys can see for yourself just how accurate this does look. I know it's not like 100% accurate, but for me, it's as accurate as it needs to be. It's a Jason mask. Not some cheap Halloween mask you get at the dollar store. It's an actual Jason mask. But yeah, I'm going to put pictures up on the screen to do some comparisons. But man, this thing looks so good. I'm so happy with it. I love it. And I love how thick it is too. When I got it out of the package, there was some weight to it. That really surprised me. Yeah, I love this mask. Okay, guys, that was my Friday the 13th NECA reviews. A look at all my NECA Jason action figures, and a look at my brand new NECA Jason mask. What are you guys doing for Friday the 13th? I'm going to watch a couple of the movies and take some more Jason pictures later. Please let me know what you guys think of my growing Jason collection. Let me know what you thought of the video. And yeah, if you guys want to follow me on social media, you guys are smart. You know where they are. You know where the links to all that good stuff will be. Alright guys, this is the Proud Nerd signing out, saying to all my fellow nerds and collectors out there to stay nerdy. Peace.